Ready for a no meat, no egg, no dairy, fast, low cost, little energy to make, great tasting meal? Then let's make one. Hello, it's a beautiful Sunday. I'm watching the Masters. It's lunchtime, got to make something to eat. So actually today I was out earlier on the grill and I was grilling up some great stuff. Now I already grill up my smoked tofu, mesquite smoked tofu. I'm doing mesquite because I have a bag of that and I'm doing that, but I use cherry and hickory and all sorts of them. They all have a bit of different taste to them. So I already have that, which is really great. I'm going to just cube it up a little bit more. I mesquite smoked sweet potato with some cumin powder and granulated garlic. It's just going to be fantastic. This is also mesquite smoked carrots with granulated garlic. I put the granulated garlic on while it's smoking and it's hot. And some of that garlic, I make sure some of it lands on the barbecue itself. That smell of the roasted granulated garlic is just amazing. And that gets all over the food as well, which is really incredible. I've got some beautiful leafy herbs here. This stuff is fantastic. I love it. Just a recommendation for me. Don't ever eat iceberg lettuce. It's like the worst stuff in the world. Iceberg lettuce has nothing in it. It's worthless. Worthless. Garbage. Okay. I've got some beautiful portobello mushrooms here I'm going to put in here too, which are going to be fantastic. These are already pre-made. I keep a bag, Ziploc bag in there all week long. I make them. I use them for about 3 or 4 days. So I make a big batch of them and then I make another batch. But these are just beautiful. I just steam them. Actually, I steam them right in this bowl. I cut them all up. They're about this high. I put another dish on top of it, microwave for 3 minutes, and then just let them sit for about an hour. And they just turn to this beautiful, meaty, great texture. They're fantastic. I've also got some great beautiful broccoli, which has already been blanched. This is frozen. I just let it thaw out. It's also the corn. These are all organic. Everything is organic here. I got this roasted corn. I love this. Comes bagged frozen. Just let it thaw out. It's just fantastic. Really good. Got a nice piece of French baguette. It's just warming up in the toaster oven. I'm not going to put anything on it. Just going to eat it as bread on the side, which I love to do. So let's start putting it together. I have to cut up a few things, so that'll take a second. First thing I'm going to do is just dump this in, which doesn't really require anything. I do like to just trim up my broccoli a little bit so they're not such big pieces. So I cut them in half and stuff, just so I get more bites of it with all the rest of the stuff, because they're, broccoli, these crowns can be pretty big. So I got the corn and the broccoli in there. I'm going to work with this plate now, so I'm going to take and I already sliced up, except for one last, I did all the slicing. So I usually slice this 2 ways, the long way, and then I come back and I just take these little cubes off, so there's plenty of it. So this spreads around, because I like a little bit of everything in every bite. So as you can see, I just spread these around. These are smoked, it's beautiful. It's already starting to smell incredible. Look at that, fantastic. I'm going to take the carrots. I like a lot of these. You may not want that many, but I love carrots. They're fantastic. And I'm just going to let me do the sweet potato first. So I'm just going to cube up my sweet potato. Just like that. I put some lines in. Oh, the same way I just did the tofu. So I make these little cubes in here, and this will spread nicely all over the texture. This took about 12 minutes on the barbecue to get this way. And it's just beautiful. You see how grill marks all over it. It's just fantastic. That smells incredible. You're just going to love this. Look at that. And it's beautiful. Look at that. The orange in there. Is that just you just can't wait to eat it. Okay, so I'm going to cut these on the bias, and I'll just start. Oops, let's get that out of the way. Just get this out of just cut this direction, starting from one side to the other. And I don't overcook this stuff. I like my vegetables undercooked versus overcooked. So they're nice and got a great texture to them. Everything, I do everything that way. I don't like beating food up. Carrots are fantastic. I put a lot of them in. You don't have to put this many in, but they're about 4 couple of small ones, and then 2 medium size. So again, you can see how this is just building up. It's just beautiful. So take the mushrooms, and I'm just going to cut these in half because I really want some larger pieces, and there's quite a few here anyway. Get back in there. Like, oh, look at that. I got to show this to you before I cover it with the leafy greens. Look at that. Is that beautiful? It's just going to be this room temperature. It's going to be fantastic. And then I'm just going to put my leafy greens right on top, just like that. And probably just take a little bit like that, each one, just so they're not so difficult to get in your mouth and all that kind of stuff. So there it is. It's just absolutely beautiful. You can see it. I mean, you can't see all the stuff underneath of it, obviously, because it went on that way. So I'm going to take a little bit of, I like a little bit of garlic powder right over. I love garlic powder. I mean, excuse me, granulated garlic. This stuff is just fantastic. I put it on everything. And I also use regular chopped fresh garlic on everything, roasted garlic. I'm a garlic fanatic. So I just love the flavor of garlic. So I'm going to make this sauce up. I'm going to put a little bit of black pepper here, not much, because I don't really like too much black pepper. That's it. Just a little bit of a crank on there, nothing like that. Not putting any salt on it, doesn't need it, because this barbecue sauce has a little salt in it already. So I'm just going to fill this cup up like that. Well, not quite full, but pretty close. And I'm just going to stir this around. And it's like a thin vinegar, but a barbecue dressing. Now you can make this any way you like, but this now goes over here really just, that's it. So this is just going to give the essence of barbecue. You can make sure you get all that stuff out of the inside areas. Beautiful. Now when I stir that all up, it's just going to have more of just the smell, a little bit of sweetness, but again, that's maybe 7, 8 calories of sugar. It's not going to do anything. If you don't want to put it on, don't put it on, put something else on. I use lots of things. I don't eat this every day. Most of the time I eat my salads with my reduced balsamic, which I keep right here. And that's it. That's all I put on, nothing else. Don't put any oil on. I don't think I ever put any oil on my salads themselves. I do make my garlic bread from time to time, my toast with a little bit if I want to make that, but it's very rare. And it's always extra virgin olive oil. So there's my toast, there's my salad. I'm FOODMAKER V. And remember, the best investment you can ever make is an investment in your health. I'll see you next time.